Into the iHeartRadio Countdown. It's Romeo with you on a very big weekend. We've got Adam Lambert here guest hosting, and it's our iHeartRadio Summer Pool Party weekend. We've got David Guetta, Nicki Minaj, Nick Jonas, and many others at Caesars Palace in Vegas right now. Now, Adam Lambert, what is your swim trunk collection like? Are there a lot of options in there, or mostly Speedos?
I gotta tell you, no Speedos. That's just, it's a little too much for me. I don't know, I have a couple bathing suits. I've definitely, moved away from the board shorts over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that hard line of tan, right at your knee is not too good.
And you're a world traveler now, so.
Yeah, so, and the hemlines are going up, gentlemen.
Now, are you more of a pool party guy or kind of a dark basement rave guy? I can see it going both ways.
Pool party into the rave. I mean, you can do both in one day if you're really, really special.
Especially in Vegas. These guys are there right now for our iHeartRadio Summer Pool Party. It's Echo Smith with Bright in at number 18.
I think you
Winner number 17 on the iHeartRadio Countdown this weekend. And if you haven't heard yet, I'm your guest host, Adam Lambert.
Meghan Trainor wrapping up some European dates right now before heading back to the U.S. for another North American tour. What about a tour for you, Adam? Planning on hitting the road and promoting the upcoming album?
I would love to. Probably wouldn't be until next year if it happens. But yeah, I would love to put these songs on stage.
And obviously you had that massive string of dates with Queen, which was like the opportunity of a lifetime. Did that totally ruin you for playing solo, or did it get you excited to get back on the stage on your own again?
I think it helped me kind of grow and taught me some things, and it kind of reinvigorated me and inspired me. I mean, I got up there and I got to sing songs that have been a part of people's lives for so long that are iconic. And to see all these different people in the audience, all ages and types and everybody coming together, it kind of reminded me.
Stadiums, by the way.
Yeah, and sold out. I mean, it kind of reminded me why I want to do this in the first place.
Was there ever a moment when you looked out at the crowd and said to yourself, I'm on stage with Queen, I don't know if I want to go back to being a solo artist?
No. I mean, it was definitely it was a great collaboration, and I knew that I was working on my album at the same time, so it was kind of exciting because it was like best of both worlds.
Right.
I get to do all this stuff, and as a artist, it's like you want to just keep working and creating.
It is good to be Adam Lambert. These guys are playing the UK this weekend. Let's play Maroon 5 right now. Sugar is falling 7 spots to number 16 on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
I'm hurting, baby.
The iHeartRadio Countdown. Number 15, Fetty Wap, Trap Queen.
Production.
Radio Countdown. Romeo here with Adam Lambert, guest hosting for us. And let me ask you about the album that's coming out in just a couple weeks, Adam. You recorded a lot of it in Sweden, right?
Yeah, in the beginning, 2 months in Stockholm.
Was that a lot of fun or a challenge in a way, being out of your comfort zone?
It was cool. It was definitely it was good to get out of the States for a minute and try something new. I had never spent that much time in Sweden before, and I made some new friends, and it also allowed me to kind of focus and kind of reflect on my life over the last couple of years so that I had stuff to write about.
2 months is a long time to live with all beautiful people.
They are very beautiful there. And it was February, March, so there wasn't a lot of sunlight.
Oh, no.
Yeah, and it was a bit cold.
Gloomy.
Yeah.
And I want to ask you more later about some of your collaborators on the album, but tell me first about working with the man Max Martin. I mean, he's so cool, but I hear he's truly a perfectionist. Is that true?
He definitely knows what he wants, but the cool thing about Max, too, is that he's kind of free of ego. He's really down to earth and humble, so it's about the music always. And I'm similar. I'm very particular and detail-oriented, so we worked well together.
All right, and the album, the original High, of course, coming out June 16th, right?
Yep, June 16th.
All right, Adam Lambert is here. We are on the iHeartRadio Countdown. You want to hit the next one?
Yes, of course. This is number 14 on the iHeartRadio Countdown, Taylor Swift, Style.
Midnight. Come and pick me.
What up, this is your man Flo Rida, and you're listening to the iHeartRadio Countdown.
Number 13, GDFR.
Going down for real.
And that's number 13 on the iHeartRadio Countdown, Flo Rida, GDFR. And I'm Adam Lambert, guest hosting the show this weekend.
So is it going down for real for Adam Lambert's love life right now? Because I listened to your new single, and I worry you might be a little lonely.
Yeah, I've had my share of loneliness. Yeah, I mean, I don't, I'm not in love at the moment, no. Would I like to be? Sure. Do I have time? time? Probably not.
But for real, the album and the title itself do seem to have kind of a reflective vibe. Is it possible to recapture the original high you're talking about, or is it all kind of downhill once you hit like 21?
No, I mean, I think we go through our 20s and 30s, especially in these big cities, and looking through people and going through life. I think we tend to sometimes try to recreate the past, and nostalgia can be a really sexy thing, but sometimes it can be a trap, and you need to kind of realize that and move forward.
So excited to hear the rest of the album. I can't wait for that. June 16th is the day. We've got the 12 biggest songs in the country still to come on the iHeartRadio Countdown. Adam Lambert's here. Don't go anywhere.
iHeartRadio Countdown. More coming up. Countdown.com.
8 hits behind us on the iHeartRadio Countdown. We got 12 more to come, and we're going to throw on our guest host, Adam Lambert's new single in just a bit. How did you feel about American Idol announcing its final season, Adam? Did that make you a little teary?
A little bit. Yeah, a little teary, yeah. I sobbed for a couple hours. Kleenex next to my bed.
You've gotten to go back like every year since
I
you've
have.
been on.
Yeah.
Is it kind of like a high school reunion when you go back?
It does feel like, especially with the crew. You know, the crew, a lot of the same people are on the show every year, and so it's good to always see them and to come back and give hugs. And I think the show has had an amazing run. It's gonna, hold a place in history. So I think all good things come to an end.
So you're still friends with like the green room girl and the guitar tech?
Yeah, they're all they're really all the PAs and all the
awesome.
the assistant director and all that. I mean, everybody's really cool in that show.
That's why we love Adam Lambert. He remembers all of us. And from Idol to some X Factor girls now, let's play Fifth Harmony up 3 notches to number 12 on the iHeartRadio Countdown. Here's Worth It.
Give it to me, I'm worth it. This is Ariana Grande, and you're listening to the iHeartRadio Countdown.
More at iHeartRadioCountdown.com. Number 11, Ariana Grande, One Last Time. iHeartRadio. Now, here's an iHeartRadio Countdown Extra.
Hey, it's Alex. So if you don't know about Andy Grammer yet, well, you're about to.
20 million songs, over 450,000 artists, over 1,500 live radio stations, 1 free app. Have you tried iHeartRadio yet? Download the free iHeartRadio app now, or hit up iHeartRadio.com. Browse radio stations by music genre and location. Thumbs up the songs you like. Create your own station. And control the songs we play on our weekly iHeartRadio Countdown. iHeartRadio. More at iHeartRadio.com.
It's the iHeartRadio Countdown.
More coming up.
What's up, iHeartRadio?
Back to the iHeartRadio Countdown.
Hello again, it's Adam Lambert, still with you, guest hosting the iHeartRadio Countdown this weekend with my new BFF, Romeo.
Oh, you don't have to say that just because I'm putting it in the script here. But what I do want to hear about, Adam, is Brian May from Queen's guest spot on your album coming out next month. Did you just hit him up about that on tour randomly?
Yeah, I mean, we started talking, and Brian's so giving. You know, he always just loves to collaborate and play, and he really loves music. And we were talking about the album, and I played him some stuff, and I said, would you want to do this? Would you want to be a guest? And he said, absolutely. And so I have this song called Lucy that we had started a demo of, and it kind of feels, especially with his killer guitar on it, kind of feels like a modern take on maybe Dirty Diana, sorta.
Michael Jackson?
Yeah, it kind of feels like that type of, it just feels that way in the sense that it's like rock, but it's also kind of hip hop. It's interesting.
Cannot wait to hear this. Now, working with the guys from Queen, I actually got to interview them at our iHeartRadio Music Festival in Vegas a couple years back, and it was right before they hit the road with you. And of course, I had to ask them about you. And Brian and Roger both just lit up right away. We found our guy.
Aw, cool.
Does that feeling ever fade for you, knowing that you're the guy?
No, I mean, it's been crazy. We're done for now. We have 6 more dates in South America, actually, in September, and I'm looking forward to it already. Getting back on stage with them, because there's nothing like those songs and performing with legends and people that have seen. I mean, they've both seen so much and been through so much. Their stories are incredible, and the audiences are so charged because they love this band.
Can't wait to hear more from Adam Lambert. He's going to stick around with us till we get to number 1 on our iHeartRadio Countdown. On to DJ Snake now, number 10. This is You Know You Like It.
David Guetta featuring Afrojack and Nicki Minaj. Hey Mama.
In Vegas this weekend, David Guetta and Nicki Minaj at number 9. There's Hey Mama with BB Rexa on the vocals. Romeo here, and I've got Adam Lambert in the iHeartRadio Countdown guest host chair. And speaking of Nicki, who's got quite a budding acting career, you were so good on Glee, Adam. Is there any more acting in your future?
I don't have anything in the works right this second, but I would love to get in front of the camera again. It was really cool.
What would like a dream role for you be?
I want to do something weird and out there and crazy, or something like either like really slapstick funny or something really edgy. I want to do something that's not subtle.
Something like Jared Leto would do.
Yeah, he's amazing. Yeah, totally.
All right, now I've heard a lot of musicians / actors saying acting is sort of a tough transition because you no longer have the power. It's someone else's script, someone else's project. Do you like that change of pace, or do you like making music and being the one making the decisions?
I like both. You know, I think sometimes taking the pressure off and just collaborating and just being a team member in something can feel really good. And then there are other times where I like being in control. I mean, I did a lot of theater growing up, so I'm used to being directed and reading a script. But also, one of the reasons why I wanted to go in the music business is because I wanted to be my own artist. So, I mean, it depends on the project.
And he's a DJ this weekend, our guest host on the iHeartRadio Countdown. Adam Lambert, you want to hit play on number 8?
Well, that's why I'm here, sir. And this is number 8 on the iHeartRadio Countdown, Somebody, Natalie LaRose.
KDZA-FM, HD2, Pueblo.
How we looking? How we feeling?
Back to the iHeartRadio Countdown.
Let's go.
Inside the 10 hottest songs of the weekend on the iHeartRadio Countdown, I'm Romeo, and Adam Lambert is here guest hosting. And Tove Lo is on your new album too, right?
Yeah.
Is she not the coolest girl on the planet?
She is the coolest girl on the planet. I mean, I think that was like the second song that was created for this album. It was a couple days after I got to Stockholm, and she just walked in, and I had heard her song. It wasn't a hit yet. Habits was kind of still just starting its permutation, and I heard it and I loved it, and I felt like, wow, this girl really like has a way with words. She really understands how to kind of say something that's so complicated to put into words, but she figured it out. So her and I sat down and got a kick out of each other, and she made me laugh and I made her laugh, and we started working on this song called Rumors.
I could totally see you two partying together, by the way.
We didn't get to like party, but we definitely, after the first day of writing, we went and we got dinner together, and we had a bottle of wine. We talked about relationships and dating and the music business, and she's so cool and so humble. So I'm really thrilled that she's on my album.
Let's play her song right now, Talkin' Body, Tove Lo, in at number 7 on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
Bed, stay in bed. The feeling of your skin locked in my head.
From number 20 to number 1, this is the countdown that you control.
This is Nick Jonas, and you're listening to the iHeartRadio Countdown.
More at iHeartRadioCountdown.com. Number 6, Nick Jonas, Chains.
That's number 6, Nick Jonas, Chains. He's at Caesar's Palace in Vegas this weekend, kicking off summer with us at our iHeartRadio Summer Pool Party. Alongside Nicki Minaj, David Guetta, Echo Smith, Chris Brown, Shaggy, and Kelly Clarkson. You can follow along and get all the updates at iHeartRadio.com. As we get into the top 5 songs of the week, Walk the Moon in at number 5. This is Shut Up and Dance on the iHeartRadio Countdown.
iHeartRadio Countdown.
More coming up.
What up, iHeartRadio? Turn up!
Yeah. This is the countdown that you control.
Let's go.
The iHeartRadio Countdown.
You are plugged into the iHeartRadio Countdown just in time for the 4 biggest hits in the country this weekend. But before we get to that, we've got Adam Lambert here guest hosting, and I've been dying to throw on your new single, Adam, Ghost Town. And one of the coolest things about this song is the structure of it, because it almost teases the listener into thinking it's one thing at the beginning, then it turns into something else. Did you feel like that was a risky first single, or did you just know in your gut people would respond to it like they have?
You know, I know it is a different kind of song. It's not what you expect, and there's like an element of surprise in it. And I feel like the element of surprise is one of the most powerful things as an entertainer. I mean, I tried to use that idea, when I was on Idol a lot, like let me do something crazy that no one expects. I wanted to get people's attention with a song that I felt like was saying something really important and in a very particular way. And the sound of it to me is so right now. It's like it's retro, but that is back, and that house thing is so hot. It's what I love in Europe and the UK. It's coming over here hot, and yeah, I just knew it was the right one.
Does the whistle come from your lips?
No, I actually am a crap whistler. I'm a horrible whistler. We knew what the melody was supposed to be there, the da na 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 na, but I couldn't whistle it. And when we decided it needed to be a whistle, not a la or a da, the guy that co-wrote the song, who's incredible, this guy named Sterling Fox, an amazing writer, he said, I can whistle.
Now, does he get performance royalties for whistling?
No, he got writing credit.
Okay, good. And did you intend to change up your sound a little bit for this song or the album, like make it edgier, or did it just kind of happen naturally?
I don't think anybody said, well, let's go edgy. I didn't think that was the idea, but we definitely wanted to do something new. The one song that I had started as a demo before we started this entire project was The Original High, and no one's heard that yet, but when you do, you'll understand that it's a different sound. And when I brought that into Max and Shellback, the executive producers, they were like, hey, this is not what we expected, and this is really exciting, and this is why we would like to produce your whole album. They were excited by it. So it's definitely something different. I experimented with different colors in my voice. I'm singing quieter in certain parts. I'm singing a little lower in certain parts. And subject matter wise, I think it's definitely, really honest, and it's not bubblegum at all. It's very real. A lot of the themes tend to be a bit bittersweet. I like songs that kind of have that contrast of sadness and the euphoria that you get from like a dance song. I like the combination of those.
Well, let's give the audience the best 4 minutes of their weekend. You want to introduce it?
Yes, I would. It's me, Adam Lambert, on the iHeartRadio Countdown, and here is Ghost Town.
Died last night in my dreams, walking the streets of some old ghost town. I tried to believe in God and James Dean, but Hollywood sold out. Saw all of the saints lock up the gates I could not enter. Walked into the flames, called out your name, but there was no answer. And now I know my heart is a ghost town. My heart is a ghost town. Last night in my dreams, all the machines.
What the hell?
Time was thrown out the wind, and all of my friends had been disaffected. Now I'm searching for trust in a city of rust, a city of vampires. Tonight, Elvis is dead. Is a ghost town.
This is the countdown that you control. The iHeartRadio Countdown. Number 4, Ellie Goulding, Love Me Like You Do.
You're the light,
On the iHeartRadio Countdown, Ellie Goulding, Love Me Like You Do, falling from number 2 last weekend. Adam Lambert, did you watch the movie that's from 50 Shades of Grey?
I didn't.
Did you read the book?
No.
Good for you. All right, the top 3 tracks left to go on the iHeartRadio Countdown. We'll get to it when we come back. Sit tight.
Over 20 million songs. Over 450. Back to the iHeartRadio Countdown. iHeartRadio. iHeartRadioCountdown.com.
Welcome back to the iHeartRadio Countdown. Adam Lambert here, guest hosting the show, and we are all the way down to the top 3, Romeo.
We certainly are. We couldn't have done it without you, literally.
Thank
and
you.
I would have been talking to myself, so this is good. Anyway, this guy releasing his new album this week. You've got your new album coming out June 16th. And what's the hardest thing about putting out an album, Adam? Is it writing, recording, promoting?
It's waiting. It's the waiting game of like, this has been done for like 6 months, and I really want to put it out now.
I'm really proud of it.
I'm really proud of it. I'm listening to it nonstop, and I just can't wait for everybody to hear it. So it's that waiting game and hoping that people like it.
June 16th is the day. We can't wait for the original High from Adam Lambert. Let's get into song number 3 right now. Can you introduce this one for us?
I'd love to. This is Jason Derulo, Want to Want Me, number 3 on the iHeartRadio Countdown this weekend.
It's too hard to sleep.
Control the iHeartRadio Countdown. More at iHeartRadioCountdown.com. Number 2, Wiz Khalifa, See You Again.
Down Wiz Khalifa, See You Again, jumping all the way from number 4. It's Romeo down to the number 1 song here with our guest host Adam Lambert. And you know the guy at number 1 gets very personal with his lyrics. Adam, as an artist, do you ever write something and then say, no, that's too personal? Or do you think the more raw a song is emotionally, the better?
I think the more raw, the better. I mean, I think that's what people want. They want to feel something. They want to connect with you, you know, and that's the most exciting thing you can do as an artist is show who you are. And it's a little scary, and it can be a little bit freaky to be that personal, but I think that's how you make people feel something, and that's our job.
And this guy is killing it at number 1. You want to introduce it?
Yeah, this is the number 1 song in the country this weekend on the iHeartRadio Countdown. Here's The Weeknd with Earned It.
Number 1.
The Weeknd, Earned It. And for one last time, I'm your guest host, Adam Lambert. So how did I do, Romeo?
You are a natural.
Thank you.
Come back anytime, Adam. Seriously, thank you so much for being here. Congrats on the success already of Ghost Town, the new single out right now, and the original High is the album due out June 16th. We cannot wait. Besides Ghost Town, what track are you most excited about on the album?
Oh, you can't make me pick a favorite.
It's my babies.
I mean, the original High, the title track, is very exciting and near and dear to my heart and kind of kickstarted this whole thing. So can't wait for you guys to hear that one.
Awesome. June 16th is the day. Adam Lambert, thank you so much for being here this weekend.
Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah.
iHeartRadio fans, make some noise.
The iHeartRadio Countdown.
More at iHeartRadioCountdown.com.
KDZA-FM HD2+.